Released in 1993 under the direction of soon-to-be-known as animation prodigy Henry Selick, The Nightmare Before Christmas has become a classic for families to put on both Halloween and Christmas, and has gained one of the biggest cult followings that any underground classic has seen, and for good reason. Unlike most animated films these days where we have conventional storytelling with conventional settings, conventional characters, and heaps upon heaps of slapstick, Nightmare Before Christmas relies heavily on its fantasy element, in which we're taken into a strange world with strange characters with strange motives, delivering one of the most unique experiences anyone has ever witnessed. It's unlike anything we've ever seen before, and it's finally getting the recognition that it deserves. And today, due to the lack of solid releases this Halloween season, I want to take a look at this classic gem and give it the recognition that it deserves. The story takes place in the holiday worlds of old, particularly Halloween Town, where all kinds of strange creatures celebrate Halloween with their pumpkin king, Jack Skellington. Jack is really good at scaring people, said to sweep the very bravest off their feet, but he also has an expressive, soft side to himself and finds that Halloween is wearing its welcome. However, as he wanders into the woods, he finds doors that lead to other holiday worlds, and one that catches his eye leads him to the world of Christmas Town, leading to an ecstatic reaction in the form of a Danny Elfman song.
The sights, the sounds, they're everywhere and all around. I've never felt so good before. This empty place inside of me is filling up. I simply cannot get enough. I want it, oh I want it, oh I want it for my own. I've got to know what is this place that I have found? What is this?
However, as much as Jack loves Christmas Town, he finds it hard to express his love for it as he attempts to bring a taste of it back with him to Halloween Town, only to find that his buddies have a hard time wrapping their heads around the idea of peace and joy, and instead cling to their gruesome, Halloweenish ways.
Just a box with bright-colored paper, and the whole thing's topped with a bow.
A bow? But why? How ugly? What's in it? What's in
What's
it?
the point of the thing? Not to know.
It's a bat!
Will it bend?
It's a rat!
Will it break?
Perhaps it's the head that I found in the lake.
Isn't it funny how a movie that relies so heavily on emotional expression also goes over how difficult it is to emotionally express yourself? And that's the struggle that Jack goes through, as he constantly tries to find a way to logically express his feelings for Christmas, and ultimately his conclusion is to overtake Christmas and give it his own spin. What makes the film so outstanding is how heavily it relies on artistic expression, in which every frame is the movement of the characters and the color composition carrying out the story and development, not having to reduce the story, but rather leave it open to interpretation. Henry Selick's style of animation is gorgeous to look at, and his ability to carry out the story visually is uncanny. Alongside that, the music by Danny Elfman is easily one of his best scores yet. If there's one man who can carry out the fantasy theme with his music, it's him. But again, what makes the film stand out in today's heap of run-of-the-mill American animation is just how much it relies on pure fantasy. It doesn't take place in suburbia, there's no in-jokes or celebrity voices, it takes place in its own world with its own characters and its own story. People don't see that very much these days, because Hollywood feels like people will connect with the film better if it takes place in our world. But what producers don't get, and what this film gets, is that not only can people connect with someone who goes through the same struggles as them, but if a film can connect that to a more unique experience with unique designs, chances are it will have a more lasting foundation. And that's exactly the kind of experience we get out of Nightmare Before Christmas. It's an artistic marvel, a unique fantasy, and an emotional overflow. If you haven't seen this animated classic, definitely check it out. Have you seen this flick? What do you think of it? Write your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to rate it and subscribe to my channel, as there's more to come soon.